Assalamualaikum. Today I am going to present chapter 6 until chapter 12 for MGT 300 Infographic Presentation Assignment. For organizational information, they are divided into three sections, which is information levels, information formats, and information granularities. Information level is for individual knowledge and goals and also strategies. For information formats, it's actually how we save the information, for example by using document presentation, Excel, and also database. For information granularities, it's summary in details for the management, such as report for each salesperson, report for all sales personnel, and reports across department. Next, transactional and analytical information. Transactional information is defined as all information contained within a business, such as airline ticket, sale receipt, and also banking slip. For analytical information is external organization for information, such as future growth, statistics, and also trends. The value of timely information. There are two types of timely information. It's real-time information and also real-time system. Time information is immediate, up-to-date information. However, real-time system is to provide real-time information in response to requests, which is when we request the information, then we get the information. There are some characteristics of high-quality information, such as accuracy, completeness, consistency, uniqueness, and also timeliness. However, there are also types of low-quality information, such as cannot track customer accurately, hard to identify valuable customer. The management can be marketing to non-existent customer, and also it also hard to track revenue. However, the benefit of high quality information is we can make a good decision, and the good decision can impact the whole organization. Next, the chapter 7, which is storing organizational information, database, and also data warehouse. First of all, we have to know what is database. Database is a maintained information about various types of objects, events, people, and also places. There are three types of database model, which is hierarchical database model, network database model, and also relational database model. There are some advantages having relational database model. For example, we can increase flexibility, we can increase scalability and performance, we can reduce information redundancy, we can increase information integrity, which is quality, and also we can increase information security. For the quality, there are two rules that we have to follow, which is relational integrity constraint, which is a basic rule that enforce basic to fundamental information based constraint, and business critical integrity constraint is rule that enforce business to an organizational success. This rule can maintain organizational success. Two methods for integrating information across multiple databases, which is forward integration and also backward integration. Let's move to the data-driven website. We have to know the meaning of data-driven website. Data-driven website is an interactive website that constantly update and relevant to the needs of its customer through the use of database. Data-driven website business advantage have 7 advantages, which is development, content management, feature expandability, minimize human error, cut costs, efficiency, and also stability. Let's move to the data warehouse. What is the meaning of data warehouse? Data warehouse is a logical collection of information. It is gathered from many different operational databases and support business analysis activities and decision-making tasks. The primary purpose of data warehouse is to aggregate information through an organization into a single repository for decision-making purpose. For the extraction, transformation, and loading ETL is a process that extracts information from internal and external and transform the information using a common set of enterprise definition and loads the information into a data warehouse. However, data mine is a subset of data warehouse information. Let's move to the multidimensional analysis and data mining. What is dimension? Dimension is a particular attribute of information, and data mining is a process of analyzing data to extract information not offered by the raw data alone. To perform data mining, users need data mining tools, which is a technique to find patterns and relationships in large volume of information. Business intelligence. What is business intelligence, or called as BI? Business intelligence, or BI, is an information that people use to support decision-making efforts. There are three principles of business intelligence: technology, people, and culture. For the importance of cleanliness, information is we can get the accurate information, we can get the complete information, which is enabling the organization decision making. There are two types of transaction processing system. However, transaction processing system is defined as the basic business system that serves the operational level in an organization. There are two types, which is OLTP, or called as Online Transaction Processing (OLTP), and Online Analytical Processing (OLAP). Next, we move to Decision Support System. Decision Support System, or called as DSS, is a model information to support managers and business professionals during the decision-making process. There are three quantitative models that used by DSS, which is sensitivity analysis, what-if analysis, and goal-seeking analysis. For the Executive Information System, or EIS, is defined as specialized decision support system DSS that supports senior level executive within the organization. The most EIS offering the following capabilities, such as consolidation, drill down, and also slice and dice system. The most famous thing Executive Information System use is digital dashboard, which is we can present the information that everyone can see. There are four types of artificial intelligence system, which is expert system, neural network, genetic algorithm, and also intelligent agent. The title of chapter 9 is Supply Chain Management. There are three topics of supply chain management. Supply chain management has three main things, which is material flow from suppliers and their upstream suppliers at all levels, transformation of material into semi-finished and finished product through the organization's own production process, and also distribution of product to customer and their downstream customer at all levels. There are five basics that we have to know in the supply chain. It starts with plan, then source, make, deliver, and finally return. There are some factors that driving supply chain management, which is visibility, competition, consumer behavior, and also speed. There are some success factors of supply chain management, which is we can make sale to supplier, traditional business practices. Supply chain management systems support the organizational goals, deploy in incremental phases, and also future-oriented. Chapter 10 is entitled Customer Relationship Management, or CRM. Customer Relationship Management enables an organization to provide better customer service, make call center more efficient, cross-sell product more efficient, help sales staff close deal faster, simply marketing and sales processes, discover new customer, and also increase customer revenue. There are the evolution of CRM, which is CRM reporting technology, CRM analysis technology, and also CRM predicting technology. Reporting is help organizations identify their customer across application. Analyze is help organizations segment their customer into categories. And also predicting is help organizations make prediction regarding customer behavior. The success factor of CRM or customer relationship management is clearly communicate the customer relationship management strategy. We can define information needs and flow, build an integrated view of the customer, implement an iteration, scalability for organizational growth. Chapter is enterprise resource planning. There are 4 subtopics that we have to know, which is role of information, evolution, integrating SCM, CRM, ERP, and also ERP integrates various organization process. There are some of role of information in this chapter, which is accounting and finance, inventory, purchasing, manufacturing, marketing and sales, and also human resource. In this chapter of ERP, provide an evolution also, which is ERP, expanded ERP, and also ERP2. Next, we move to integrating SCM, CRM, and also ERP. SCM, CRM, and also ERP are the backbone of the business, and integration of this application is the key to success for many companies. As resource planning or ERP system must integrate various organization process and be flexible, modular and open, comprehensive, and also beyond the company. Lastly, we move to the last chapter, which is chapter 12, creating collaborative partnership through e-business and outsourcing collaborative partnership. Collaborative system is an IT-based set of tools that support the work by share and flow the information. It is a knowledge management system, content management system, workflow management system, and cookware system. The collaborative system include knowledge management system, content management system, workflow management system, and also cookware system. There are 2 categories of collaboration, which is unstructured collaboration, information, structured collaboration, which is process. Knowledge management system. Knowledge management or KM involves capturing, classifying, evaluating, and sharing information asset in a way that provide context. For content management system or CMS is to provide tools to manage the creation, storage, editing, and publication. CMS marketplace include document management system, digital asset management system, and also web content management system. For the workflow management system, workflow facilitates the automation and management of business process and control the movement of work through the business process. For the groupware system, there are some advantages of groupware system, which is facilitating communication to be faster, easier, and more clearer, enabling telecommuting, reducing travel costs, sharing expertise, forming group, saving time and cost, and also facilitating group problem solving. Business and outsourcing. By e-business and e-commerce. E-commerce is the buying and selling of goods and service over the internet. However, e-business is conducting of business on the internet, but not only buying and selling, but also serving customers and collaborate with business partners. There are 4 types of business model, which is business to business B2B, business to consumer B2C, consumer to business C2B, and also consumer to consumer C2C. There are some benefits of having e-business, which is highly accessible. We can increase customer loyalty, we can improve information content, we can increase convenience, increase global reach, and also decrease costs. However, there are some challenges that e-business providers have going through, which is protecting consumer, leveraging existing system, increasing liability, providing security, and adhering to taxation rules. For the outsourcing in the 21st century organization, What is outsourcing? Outsourcing is an arrangement by which an organization provides a service or service for another organization. For insourcing is a common approach using professional expertise within an organization to develop and maintain the organization information. There are some benefits of outsourcing, including financial saving, technical abilities, and also market agility. For the factors driving outsourcing growth include core competencies, rapid growth, industry changes, and the internet. The challenges that outsourcing should going through is lack of contract, threat to competitive advantage, and also loss of confidentiality.